where the Caribbean Sea mingles with the Atlantic Ocean. A magnificent island rises from the sea. Fought over for centuries by colonizing Indians and fierce cannibals, and named by Christopher Columbus on his second voyage to the New World. Everywhere you look is as pretty as a picture in the American paradise. St. Thomas of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Since its first successful colonization by Denmark in the 1670s, St. Thomas was destined to become the commercial hub of the Caribbean. Its large, almost perfect natural harbor was quickly developed into a bustling port. The settlement was first known as Tap House because of the taverns and beer halls that lined the waterfront. But in 1691, in an attempt to overcome its somewhat tarnished reputation as a haven for pirates, it was renamed Charlotte Amalie, after King Christian's favorite consort. Today, St. Thomas is a cosmopolitan city, surrounded by crystal blue waters. It's the favorite port of departure for sailing or cruising to thousands of exotic islands all over the Caribbean. And with world-famous beaches, incredible coral reefs, marinas, first-class hotels and restaurants, it's a wonderful place to play. In the Virgin Islands, getting there is half the fun, whether it's by boat or by plane. Landing on water is something you just have to experience, and it's as convenient as having an airport downtown. Then, of course, you can have your own floating palace right downtown. Just about every day, the port of Charlotte Amalie plays host to cruise ships, making their way around the Caribbean. Miami is the home port for most of these luxury liners, and they usually stop in St. Thomas only for the day.
Everybody on the city
For most visitors, St. Thomas means shopping. Hundreds of shops line Main Street, the neighboring alleyways and malls. And being a duty-free port, it's a bargain hunter's dream. The downtown shopping area is in the heart of the historic warehouse district of Charlotte Amalie. Many of these old buildings date back to the late 1600s, with rafters made of ship's beams, bricks of ballast stones and coral, and mortar made of molasses and lime. They have been lovingly preserved and transformed into one of the most picturesque and unusual shopping areas in the Caribbean.
Panasonic? That's right, man. It's down there. The Royal Dane Linen House, First Swing House of Handbags, Land of Bar, Cargo, Air Conditioned Restaurant.
It's a toy store. No crackheads.
Come on, folks. Come on down here. Down this block here, folks. Get on this. Let's go.
Excellent. Light lunch. Are we ready for lunch, ladies?
Not wrong.
Maybe a nice cold drink.
Harry, where we going for lunch? Harry, where we going for cocktail?
And it's that city now serving lunch and cocktails.
Put your hand in the helm, know which way the wind's going, and drink your beer all at the same time.
expedition in St. Thomas will reveal incredible treasures and incredible bargains on jewelry, watches, and gold. And you'll find a great selection of liquors, priced 40 to 75% less than stateside. Many stores deliver to the dock or to the airport.
TTUF, that's how we're known. We sound even better on the microphone. But that's the Duchess L and the Shrimp PC, and everybody knows it's all freaky. You see, we're always rapping, sometimes singing, never talking, always playing the NBA, they jumping, running. Everybody know we're singing. If it but fuck us up and put it in the oven, because I like it such a set, and everybody know. But if you don't know who I is, listen up to what I said. Cause when I'm not, I don't stop and say I number one. I tell P.I. get double even rocking this so vicious.
This is the first area that people see of the island. I wanted to create something that would be able to say something about the island, whether or not the historical sites, give a little explanation in the sense of showing that the island is surrounded by water, and to some of the local foods that are growing here. This one more or less reflects St. Thomas, I would say, from the customs to the value, traditions, and the way of life. As you begin from the end there, the market, that's I more or less consider as a market scene. The market was considered in my time as a youngster as more or less one place that you could go and probably get millie, as we call it here in the islands, which is gossip in probably other places of the island. You could get a millie from whatever end, whether it be Bordeaux, from all the way down to Bordeaux to probably the last end of St. Thomas. And also too, more or less, to get a variety of local foods. You also go down there and vegetables.
That's small reed.
Small reed?
Bob is something that's made from herbs, ginger, brown sugar, and a special bark. I have the bark for 3.
It's really good. It's real spicy.
But no tree, somehow we call it Marby bark tree. It's a special tree.
Legend has it, Sir Francis Drake used to sit on this hilltop and watch his fleet sail out of Magens Bay in search of Spanish treasure. Today, Magens Bay is one of the 10 most beautiful beaches in the world. Dating from 1666, Fort Christian was headquarters for the Danish West India and Guinea Company. Danish investors funded West Indian sugarcane plantations and kidnapped slaves from Guinea or Africa to do the work. Early settlers were terrorized by the likes of Blackbeard and Captain Kidd, but finally law and order prevailed. For many years, St. Thomas was the biggest slave market in the world. Until the 1800s, when slavery was abolished, it was also one of the busiest ports in the world. Fact and legend have left their mark on this intriguing island. You will hear the past whispering as you wander its streets and look out over its harbors.
Everybody ready for a perfect day?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Okay, Miriam, where are you?
One of the best things about St. Thomas is that there are so many wonderful places to go and so many wonderful ways to get there. St. John is only an hour or so away by sail, or less than half an hour by ferry, but it is a genuine slice of paradise.
It was around the 1700 when the Danes settled the men on St. John, started cultivating land for sugar. Sugar was the industry on here until in 1848. Now here you have an island Christopher Columbus named. When sailed through here, were naming islands for St. Ursula and 11,000 fleets of seagoing virgin.
2/3 of St. John has been set aside as the Virgin Island National Park and remains virtually undeveloped. On this island, sea and nature take center stage, with perfect beaches such as Cinnamon Bay and world-famous Trunk Bay. On St. John, you can find something truly rare, your own private place of absolute tranquility. But there is evidence of a once thriving economy at the Annaberg ruins.
Annaberg once produced rum, sugar, molasses, and tobacco. That's the windmill, built 1810 through 1830. They had a shaft attached to the rollers on the inside, and outside they had the sails. The wind blew and turned the rollers. Men fed the stalks of the sugarcane, and as the wind blew and turned those rollers, they crushed the juice, and then the juice flowed by gravity through the trough down to the factory.
Come on, Jason. Get your cushion.
Some of the most breathtaking sights in the Virgin Islands are underwater. Over 200 excellent dive sites and countless shallow reefs for snorkeling surround St. Thomas and St. John. You can dive in caves, on walls, coral reefs, or wrecks, such as the Cartenser Senior or the Rhone. Wherever you go, the water will be warm and crystal clear. But if you're not a diver, you can still experience the incredible beauty of a living coral reef at Coral World. Through the picture windows of their underwater observatory, you can mingle with marine life without getting wet and watch divers hand feed real live sea monsters, such as the moray eel. But there are other kinds of sea life. They can usually be found in shallow water or on the beach. Now, if this is your kind of sea life, then there's nothing like a virgin island, that is. Other types of sea life you'll find riding the wind. And if you're one of this species, you'll find scores of perfect places to fill your sails. Quite a few world-class windsurfers live in the Virgin Islands, and if you're lucky, you just might catch their act. And then there's life in the fast lane, marine style. You can charter a cigarette boat for a whirlwind tour of the islands. At least 21 world game fishing records have been set here in the last 18 years, 9 for blue marlin alone, which is caught here every month of the year. Because the islands are perched on the edge of the Puerto Rico Trench, a 6-mile drop-off that's the deepest hole in the Atlantic, some of the most exciting angling in the world is to be found here. Reliable trade winds. Gorgeous, well-charted waters. Sunshine and tropical temperatures year-round. And countless islands to discover. What more could anyone want for sailing? In fact, what more could anyone want for the vacation of a lifetime? It's America's playground. The American paradise. St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
We hope you have enjoyed St. Thomas, St. John, Virgin Islands. Next is Travelvision International's reference guide, showing you a variety of hotels, resorts, restaurants, and night spots, and other tourist-oriented attractions.
Year after year, regular guests return to the Island Beachcomber Hotel and bring along little more than a swimsuit. They don't have to bring much else. The 47-room hotel provides chaise lounges, beach towels, snorkeling equipment, and rafts for its guests. Each room in the hotel is air-conditioned, with a refrigerator for your convenience, and a private patio that overlooks a beautiful white sand beach. The Island Beachcomber Hotel authentically sets the stage for your vacation, expecting nothing more from you than informality and relaxation. The outdoor garden restaurant offers native dishes, and the scenic views are fantastic. The outdoor bar provides refreshments, just steps from beautiful Lindbergh Bay. We invite you to become a regular at the Island Beachcomber Hotel. Beautiful St. Thomas and Property Management of the Caribbean can offer the ultimate in luxurious condominium vacations. Anchorage Beach Villas. A private beach on Cowpet Bay is yours as you relax in your elegant two-bedroom suites. Harbor House Villas, studio, one- and two-bedroom suite with all the comforts you'd expect in luxury condominium. Cowpet Bay Village is perfect for families with spacious deluxe 2, 3, and 4-bedroom suites. On lovely Belongo Bay is Watergate Villas, intimate studios, 1- and 2-bedroom suites, all fully equipped. PMC Condominium Resorts feature elegant accommodations, kitchens, and private balconies. To tempt your palate, there's even a gourmet restaurant. Your resort also features a relaxing jacuzzi or keep in shape in one of our swimming pools. Or on the top-notch tennis courts. A vacation condominium designed to fit your style. White sand beaches, sailing, sunning, windsurfing, activity or relaxation. And privacy at a PMC condominium resort on St. Thomas.
Pull up a chair in a spacious, breezy veranda at the water's edge. Sip a tropical treat and enjoy the cool blue view from the Greenhouse Restaurant and Bar. Sandwiches, salads, and fabulous omelets round out a light menu that pulls the crowds in for shady seaside breakfasts and lunches. The open architecture, whirling ceiling fans, and bamboo furniture keep the carefree, easygoing St. Thomas style alive until the sun sets. At night, the beach club explodes with music and dancing, and carefree and easygoing are replaced with rollicking and rowdy, a gathering place for the locals. The bar rocks with the sounds of some of the best show bands in the Virgin Islands. Happy hours and drink specials pack them in. It's a hot spot that sizzles day and night. The Greenhouse Restaurant and Bar. Immerse yourself in the mysterious world of ocean life at Coral World. Experience the ocean depths without ever getting wet, while marine animals and fish entertain you with their underwater antics. Unusual, colorful creatures strangely glide through the aquarium, feed and frolic. Go deep sea exploring at Coral World.
The mountaintop is renowned for two things: its breathtaking view of Magan Bay and the islands beyond, and its world-famous banana daiquiris. But that's not all it has to offer. You can browse through its shops for a fine selection of perfumes or shop for precious stones that are found only in the Caribbean. You'll find many handmade gifts and trinkets and watch local artisans as they create one-of-a-kind fashions or finely designed jewelry from precious metals and rare black coral. And with a full-service liquor store, souvenir shop, boutique, and cafeteria which features island delicacies such as lobster salad. It's sure to be a high point of your visit to St. Thomas. Come to the mountaintop. Tropic Tours welcomes you to the Virgin Islands. For 25 years, Tropic Tours' courteous, experienced guides have welcomed visitors from all over the world. So if you plan a vacation here soon, then let Tropic Tours be your guide. We offer sightseeing packages with morning or afternoon tours of beautiful, historic St. Thomas. Fantastic views along with shopping for bargains. Included with both tours is a visit to Mountaintop, renowned for its famous banana daiquiris and spectacular views of Magan Bay. Whatever your needs, tropic sightseeing tours, exclusive sailing, deep sea fishing, scuba diving, championship golf, or dinner reservations, Tropic Tours is your guide to the Virgin Islands.
It's easy, convenient, the traditional Caribbean way to get around. The Virgin Islands Seaplane Shuttle. Fly our quiet, air-conditioned turbojets, equipped with the latest instrumentation and radar. Our Grumman seaplanes skim the surface of the blue Caribbean as a runway, taking you right to where you want to be. Whatever your island destination, the shopping and beauty of St. Thomas, the National Park of St. John, the exciting yachts of Tortola, the style and pace of San Juan with its easy connections to stateside flights, or the breathtaking scenery of St. Croix with its fabulous scuba diving and snorkeling, then it's the Virgin Islands Seaplane Shuttle with more inter-island flights than any other airline. Call us toll-free at 1-800-524-2050.
In a converted Danish warehouse in Charlotte Amalie is one of St. Thomas's best stocked stores, A.H. Reese Liquors. Barrels of bourbons and brandies, shelves of sherries and champagnes, walls of wines and whiskeys are just some of the over 4,000 selections of the world's finest spirits. Choose from among liqueurs, rums, vodkas, cognacs, gins, tequilas, and scotches, all at prices too good to pass up. No matter how rare the brand or how old the year, chances are it's carefully tucked away, waiting for the perfect buyer. Creative decanters complete the international liquor line. See and stock up on one of the largest selections of liquors in the world at A.H. Reese Liquors.
Buy large quantities of fine jewelry direct from manufacturers. Then sell that jewelry at duty-free prices. And you'll have one of the largest and most affordable selections of fine jewelry on display in the world, only at Cardot. Cardot has dazzling emeralds, rubies, and sapphires set with diamonds in rings, bracelets, and necklaces. One of the world's largest topazes is exhibited, along with amethyst and aquamarines. A complete selection of Paget, Movado, and Seiko watches is available. And an ancient coin collection is a treasure to see. The pearl selection is tremendous. Cardot's Chain Bar offers over 20,000 gold chains and bracelets, and the Treasure Cove brims with fine pieces for under $150. Save up to 50% on fine jewelry, only at Cardot.
Duty-free shopping is a St. Thomas tradition, and A.H. Reese Gift Shop conveniently gathers the best of duty-free bargains in one place. Browse among rooms full of the world's finest merchandise: perfumes, china, dinnerware. There's a crystal from world-famous manufacturers like Lalique and Waterford. And there are porcelain figures by Ladro. A.H. Reese Gift Shop has a large selection of pure gold jewelry, bangles and bracelets, and necklaces for every taste. The gift shop carries an array of pearls, and a complete line of watches is represented. At the A.H. Reese Gift Shop, the best of duty-free shopping is under one roof. When visiting your vacation destination, here's a few helpful tips Travelvision International has found to make your stay more enjoyable.
St. Thomas was purchased by the United States from Denmark in 1917, and because it is a U.S. Virgin Island, you'll need no special documents to enter. You can enter St. Thomas just as you'd enter the United States. If you fly into the island's Harry Truman Field Airport, you'll need to take a taxi to Charlotte Amalie, 2 miles down the road, since no bus service is available. Before you leave the airport, be sure to stop at the tourist information booth so you can get your bearings and plan your itinerary on the way into town. One of the reasons St. Thomas is such a popular island is that the temperature averages 80 degrees with low humidity, so you'll want to take your summer clothes. The island's easy, lazy lifestyle calls for casual clothing, but please do not wear bathing suits into the towns. Save them for the glorious beaches. And while in town, men need to wear their shirts. Because the currency is the U.S. dollar, traveler's checks are accepted everywhere, and the national language is English. You'll be able to enjoy the excitement of a foreign environment without the struggles of strange tongues and monies. If you like exploring, you'll find many ways to tour St. Thomas. You can rent a car or a motorbike, and remember to drive on the left. Or you can take a 2-hour bus tour that stops at most of the popular sightseeing spots for around $7.50. For a spectacular view of the harbor at Charlotte Amalie that used to be a pirate haven, take a ride on a water taxi or cruise in a glass-bottom boat. Many old warehouses along Main Street have been turned into stores stocked with duty-free goods like cameras, watches, perfume, and jewelry. Your limit is $800, including 1 gallon of liquor and an unlimited number of cigarettes. Accommodations on the 32-square-mile island range from guest houses to swanky hotels overlooking the harbor. Clearly, you have many options in between, including beach villas, condominiums, cottages, and beach sports clubs. When dining on St. Thomas specialties like fish soup, lobster, conch at restaurants, remember to tip the waiters 15%, since service charges are not included in the bills. If you need help while in St. Thomas, you can contact the Office of Tourism, conveniently located at the airport or at the waterfront in Charlotte Amalie. They'll be glad to provide you with assistance. So whatever you're into, whether it's sunning and swimming or just laying back and shopping, you'll find St. Thomas is just right for you. I'm Jacinta Durso, your travel tips advisor.
For other destinations, contact your local travel agent, video rental store, or call Travelvision International at 1-800-325-3108.